Hey gamers, today we're going to look at Murano. Let's check it out. Setup for the game is easy. What you're going to do is each player is going to take 5 pawns. You're going to put 2 of them here and 1 of them here on the 5-point track. They're going to keep all their cubes together. You're also going to shuffle these 2 decks, put them here. Only shuffle the yellow and white tiles because they do have different colored shops here and different crests on them. The crests are on the side of the board. They could have 1, 2, or 3 crests, and that could lead to some type of victory conditions or scoring conditions on these cards. The rest of them are just generic. You can also shuffle the street tiles as well, since they can be different. Next up, you're going to put all of these little boats on those anchor spots to start them off. There's nothing special about the red boat unless you have a special ability that pertains to that boat. Each player will also start with 5 coin, and you decide on who's going to be first, and then you play. How a turn goes is, starting with the first player, they'll move these boats anywhere they want. So just move one of the boats, any boat. It can move more than one space, so I could go all the way around here for 1 move and take that action. You can also bump other boats for 1 coin. So if I wanted to take that action, I'd bump this boat over and take this action for 1 coin. If I wanted to take this action and have to bump 2 boats, I had to pay 1 coin for this boat and 2 coins for that boat just to move. So the options there compound. Of course, this boat could take any of these actions here and stop along the way. So the actions are very simple. I'll go through of them. First off, over here, just get 2 coins. Over here, you can sell one of your pawns for $3 or buy one of them for $3. Now later on, you're going to take one of these little dock actions. Some of these have multiple choices. This is the same action here. On dock actions, you can take one of your pawns and put them on the space of your color for 2 coins, or on the space of someone else's color for 5 coins. Now, why would you want to do that? Because you have certain conditions here that score victory points if your pawn is on that particular island. So that's why you may want to have 2 pawns on an island if you're scoring 2 cards that way. How do you get these cards? Well, you go right here on this space. For the first one, you'll pay 1 coin. For the second one, you'll pay 2. Third one, you'll pay 3, and so on and so forth. Buying buildings is very simple. If you want to buy a glass building, you go into one of the little areas there, pay 1 coin. If you want to buy one of the red buildings, you go on that area there, pay 2 coins. If you want to buy one of the yellow or white buildings, you go in some of those areas, and there's multiple areas there on the board. You can pay 2 coins to get the top one, or you can pay 4 coins to dig through that stack and get the particular one that you want. Again, probably for winning conditions here. They also have a place where you can build. You can build here, here, and there. And it tells you how many points you get for building. You're going to get 1 point for building the green buildings, 2 points for building white buildings, and don't forget, on those 2 buildings, you will put your cubes on them. The other ones you will not. The yellow buildings, you'll get 3 points to build on, and the red buildings, what you're going to do is take this stack of this deck, take 3 cards from it, and choose one of the special actions that you will have in the game, because that's what red gives you. Now, as you're moving across the board, there are a few other options here I haven't mentioned here. This one here means, hey, you can sell to a merchant of a particular color. On these road tiles, and by the way, building roads are free, and you have to do it to connect 2 buildings. So for instance, let's say I had 2 glass factories and I wanted to build them. Well, I can build up to 3 buildings at a time there. So I want to build maybe one here and put them there, but they got to connect to a street here. So I just take this street tile, flip it over. Sometimes I have 1 merchant, sometimes 2, sometimes none, and then place it here. Now, later on, let's say, there we go, this is a good example, that I landed my little gondola boat here, and I wanted to take this action. So it'd actually be here. What I could do I could look at my glass factories and sell to that 1 colored customer all on that particular island. Not everywhere, but just on the island I'm at. So in this case, I could sell here and get 2 coins. Just a fast way to get some money in the game. Another special turn would be up here. This is where you can get your glass factories running. You can run as many glass factories as you want. You'll pull glass beads from this bag here, and any matching beads you have, this is a single, it can be cashed in for $5. 2 matching colors can be cashed in for 12, 3 for 20. It says that on the board here. But for each factory, for each glass bead you produced, you actually produce some pollution, so you're going to lose 2 victory points per glass bead drawn from this tile. But again, this is a good way to get money, which can be tight in the game, and also victory points determined from these little conditions here. Now I do have the complete edition, which comes with like a mini promo with a little extra cards, another promo which is this Christmas card promo. What this says is, hey, if ever you're gathering glass beads, instead of keeping them or spending them, you can put them on the tree, and coins as well here for victory points that are listed to the side here. Once the tree is full, no more victory points can be received from there. The game ends when 2 of these tiles are empty. The stacks are gone. Or if they're, and by the way, for streets to be gone, you would just have all the street tokens. If all the street tokens have been taken up, then the street tiles are gone too, and that would count as 1 stack. But anyway, once you're to the end of 2 of these stacks, then the game ends. You add up all of the various victory points that are very self-explanatory on these cards, and whoever has the most points wins. Final thoughts. What do I think about the game? You know what? I could kick myself. I've been looking at this game for years. I looked it over years ago, passed it over, said, oh, this looks completely boring. That was back in my early days when I was cutting my teeth into gaming. Well, something led me back to this. I think I had some Amazon gift cards burning a hole in my pocket, and I saw this game. I know it gets suggested a lot to me on BGG because of other games in my collection. Went, let me give it another shot. I didn't think I was going to be impressed. What was I thinking? I love rondelles. I love this game. The game is so complex. With 2 players, it could be a little bit of a score fest. But 3 players, great. 4 players, awesome. Moving boats, what boats you do. Trying to get money. Money can be very tight in the game. And then after a while, maybe you're cashing in gems or doing special abilities with those red buildings. And we had several different gameplays. The first time I played this was with my nephew, one-on-one. And we had 2 different strategies. He just kept going for secret objectives and trying to stack them up. Meanwhile, I was building every building I could think about. I was building tons of palaces. Everyone forgets about the Christmas tree. Do you need the complete edition? Maybe not. Those extra promo cards, I don't know what they are, but I think they'd help. The Christmas tree, give or take. But in any of our games, I've been the only one to score the Christmas tree. Everyone forgets about the Christmas tree. So I'm actually getting some victory points that way. But I love this game. I love this game. This is a top 100 game. This is a what was I thinking game. It is a fantastic game. Now I'm trying to go back in my mind to all these games I passed up way back in the day, and I want to give them a second look, because if they're as good as this one, I'm killing myself here. I'm killing myself. Excellent game. Well worth your time. All right, gamers, that's it for now. Until next time, you know what to do. Game on!